What we're going to do today is we're going to play some poker. We're playing with the last dollars in my bankroll that is on GG Poker. The cards are somewhat connected, double suited in a perfect way. Super strong hand, not good enough to 4-bet here, I think. Since we're holding 5 cards instead of 4, it's very likely that our opponent has aces when he's 3-betting. Might be a nice hand to check back with. Calling is a bit awkward, and we're still checking back naked 9-7, 7-4, a7, blocking aces also, so I don't know. So today we're either busting my bankroll, we're running hot. I think I'm gonna do a wine tasting on stream. Sometimes you have to spice it up for yourself as well.
Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
Here we step in position with a good shot pair and a flush draw blocker. Big delayed c-bet. Should probably close this hand. River's at Queen 9-10. But that he's probably betting on the flop already. We're blocking 6-7. He's overbetting the river. We're gonna go ahead that this guy is not. Assume that this guy is not creative enough and fold his hand. This is the webcam that's yeah. So here you can see what happens,
Okay.
and that's where that's being broadcasted. We should probably start raising quite a bit already, but not the flop that we're looking for. But we'll have to stack it off. 38%, 55. Okay. Oh, wow, ladies, come on the camera, huh?
There, where do you
This is it's a combination. You guys want me to explain?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the camera that's on.
Can you look at her beast?
Oh wow! Yeah, it's the same one. Or? Okay, yeah, here we're going to open just because this guy is free pipping very tight. Start with a check. We get 3-bet, then we're in a very tough spot. This is often a very under-bluffed line. Of course, we're sitting on trips, so we're gonna call and then. Super interesting line. I'm going to call just because his profile said that he has creative bluffs, but so yeah, what tournaments are you playing in Vegas? I'll be playing the 10k, 25k, 50k, 100k. Maybe jump into a couple of no limit hold'em events. I'll lay dredge a couple of Poker Go 10ks. I'll play some cash games. I'll hopefully play some private games. We'll see. 3-bet quite often, which is okay, but not great. Out of the 2k. Yeah, we're going to fold the turn. Just going to call and see a turn. Naturally, people do have aces here more often than they should. Okay, another all in. And here we're going all in as well. 77%. That would be nice in the 10k. We do win it. Way more than the 500 bucks. So he's kind of forced to fold, not really, but it's my board, so we might get more folds than usual, but wow. Wow, we're ahead by quite a bit. Would be very nice. Get a bounty as well. Come on. Do it, baby. Looks like a 9. It's a 9. Oh, no need. We still have a stack. Yeah. Queen 9 deuce. Blocking the 9 is pretty relevant. It being a bounty incentivizes me a little bit more to shove, so I'm going to put my money in. It's a close spot for sure. There's a lot of reasons that I can think of to shove here. Don't get there. It's a shame, was it? Relumasa, how to beat PLO 50. PLO 50 should be easily beatable if you play on a website where they don't rake too heavily. So I guess focusing on a network where the rake is not too high. PLO 50, usually people are way too passive. You can really punish checking lines. You can overfold against aggression. Yeah, just by doing that and just knowing your overall frequencies, you should do quite well already. It's a nice take to get the reps in. I think in general it's quite bad for your game. You get super bad habits, you get used to overfolding and that being the right play. And then when you move up, you struggle a little bit more. Oof, Pivox. Pivox with the wide open, getting punished by the Veni. How was your mental game during the ups and downs of the Gelfand challenge? Do you think being up $1 million and getting paid off penalties led to any winner's tilt overconfidence? Yeah, very nice question, Paul. I get a lot of Gelfand questions and they're not really deep, so I'll try to answer this one. The Gelfand challenge was not tough, but it was not easy to stay humble after going up such a big amount. I'm not gonna lie, if you win 50 buy-ins against someone, you really think you're crushing them, so that's exactly how I felt after I won $1 million. When I started to lose, obviously mentally it wasn't the best experience ever, but I was also very aware of the fact that I'm very happy to play poker for a living, and I wasn't feeling sad for myself. Of course, against normal ranges this is not a thing, but against the Vasca it is. It's a big all-in for me. Do we get to keep the roll or do we not get to keep the roll? Ooh. No. I've seen worse flops in my life. Very quick all-in. Such a weird timing tell. Heads up with Mahazayan. Going to open this one. I think it's a nice hand to open as a... I'm good enough to fold a straight here. It really sucks that we're not blocking a pair. That would really add to his bluffs, but we're just gonna call this hand. Check back. Gut shot in a set draw to call. If ever a king, we also block the straight, we block the flush. Betting small, kind of represent the queen jack, so this might be a hand that we want to call with. 10, wow. Got to call here, it's probably also fine to raise, but we want to protect our calling range somewhat. I just Did a couple of drills, so I'm probably overdoing it, and he does have the aces. That's funny. When are you starting with the tourney bankroll challenge? Yeah, that's a nice one. I'm gonna start when I go to Vegas. I think it's a nice one. I think $250,000 to $1.25 million challenge would be very nice. Guess we're gonna squeeze 12.2, seems fine. We can reopen the action if he decides to go all in. And we have a decent stack here, and this is gonna be a very pivotal hand. A good flop would be nice. That's good enough to get our money in. Hopefully the ace flush draw is not covered. 30%. We have not really been hitting these spots. Maybe today. Not today. And Yannick is asking 1 to 10, how much do you like espresso martini? There's been a period where I really crushed them like it was a coffee. I would rate them at 8.5, I think. On GG Poker, we're kind of bust though, yeah? I think it's kind of close. This combo is gonna be super wild. Could be worse, could be better. Yeah, and that's what you get for playing poorly. Wine tasting, I assume we're spitting into a bucket, correct. This is a tasting without spitting. This channel we swallow.
Inky pinky funky, daddy got the donkey.
Clip that. Action flop. Action flop. He's got a double gutty. Picks up a pair. Let's see if we can do it, boys and girls. We can. So we should be in very good shape here, which we are. 43%. 67. That seems like a doable job. What day is it today, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. Not my day. Not my day. We're out of the tournament. We'll see if we can flop something. Flop a jack. Check call. 65%. That's 97. Should be good. I wonder what he has. Pair and it gets it to the nuts. I'm going to call. It's pretty poor. 26%. And we're out. Out. I've tried hard enough. I've battled. We didn't manage to win the all-ins, but the damage was not too bad. Saving up our luck for WSOP, but there will be plenty of material coming out. In Vegas, I'll hopefully do a weekly video tournament challenge, and potentially I'll be playing against Jungleman on the Venetian stream or something. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm out.